Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 4 of our Soft Skills series. Today's workshop is on maintaining the balance of power in a session. If you are one of my clients or one of my apprentices, you know this is important to me. So, more simply put, this is about staying in command as a teacher. Command is one of the Pilates principles. So, how do we maintain this? As a teacher, you are the leader. You're the leader of the session, you're the leader of the room. You are the expert. Even if you're still in your training program, clients are paying you to take command, to guide them through the movements that help them feel good and reach their goals. They are not looking for a shrinking violet. No one wants to give their money and their time over to someone who's weak. Now, I know that's easier said and done, especially when you're a new teacher. Your confidence might still be building. Your cueing may still need refinement. And yes, managing multiple bodies in a class can feel like juggling cats sometimes. We've all been there. Maybe you even have clients who've been doing Pilates longer than you have been alive, and that is entirely true. But even then, you still have to lead because no one wants to pay money or spend their limited time with a hesitant or uncertain instructor. And leadership is very much part of the service that you provide. So, before we talk about the strategies for maintaining your command, let's look at the moments that you may unknowingly be giving that power away. It's important to identify where they are before we can fix them. So, first is, and this is common, letting clients choose their programming. So, when you ask someone when they walk in, if you ask someone, what do you want to work on today? Or would you rather do mat or reformer? Without you realizing it, you are handing them the steering wheel. Your client isn't there to make those decisions. They're there so that you can make them. If they have a favorite, which everybody does, or a least favorite, which everybody does, use it as a motivation, not as a direction for the session. For example, you can say, I know you're not a fan of the box, but if we get through that, I'll make sure that we have time for mermaid at the end. Who doesn't love a mermaid? If a client chooses their own programming, they don't need you. Every time you leak your leadership, you also leak their commitment to you and to their progress. The second is when a client says, can we skip this? Right? They walk in, they say, I'm not in the mood for that today. We all know this one. Clients love to skip the hard things, but hard is where the growth happens. Just ask Glennon Doyle, right? She has an entire lifestyle built around we can do hard things. When you let them skip, you're not helping them meet their goals. You're letting them off the hook. And over time, they'll associate their lack of progress with you, not with their own avoidance. Mark my words on that. They're never going to take that responsibility. The third is letting chatter take over. Conversation is certainly part of this relationship, and that's a very good thing. Movement opens people up emotionally, but if chatter takes over, I assure you the Pilates disappears. And when that happens, your client might eventually say, I've been doing Pilates for 6 months and I haven't seen a change. They're not going to think, I talk way too much in class. Instead, they're going to think my instructor isn't pushing me. So it's on you to steer the energy back to the work gently but firmly. So, how can we reclaim our leadership in our sessions? We want to talk about maintaining command, but while staying kind, connected, and professional. There's a train going by. If a client comes in and says, can we do the chair today? You can absolutely say yes. There's no problem with that, but maintain boundaries. Sure, we can do chair today, but let's start with the Cadillac. I'll make sure we have enough time at the end to do your favorite chair exercises. That keeps you in charge, but at the same time validates their request. Or maybe they say, I don't want to do pulling straps. I don't like to work my arms. You and I both know that pulling straps isn't about the arms, it's about the posterior chain and postural strength. So instead of skipping it, teach the why behind it. So you can say something like, actually, pulling straps is key for your posture and your shoulder health. So let's keep it. And I'll coach you through so that you feel the connection in your back instead of in your arms. Moments like this build trust and authority. We have to then shift the mindset. Maintaining the balance of power isn't about being controlling, it's about holding your space and holding your ground. Your clients want to feel safe, they want to feel seen and guided. When you lead with confidence and clarity, they can relax and focus on moving. So smile, stay calm, redirect when needed. Use humor if it fits your personality, but never forget you are the professional in the room, not them. So as you go into your next session, please remember, lead with confidence, hold your boundaries kindly, and keep the balance of power where it belongs, and that's with you, the teacher. Thank you very much.